Well, in lieu of coronavirus and social distancing, we are in the mountains. And we just spotted a couple of bulls, 3 bulls. And I'm pretty sure that 2 of them had antlers when we first found them and 1 was bald. And then we didn't watch them for a minute and Jim took a look and Jim's like, dude, those 2 are bald. So we went back and we're pretty sure there's 2 bald bulls and 1 with the antlers, but I'm pretty positive 2 had antlers when we first found them. So fingers crossed, he dropped right there where we were watching him. So we're gonna go up there and give her heck, but we're gonna find some browns.
Better.
Shed zone, here we go. Well, it's been about 4 hours. We finally got back in here where these bulls were at. Jim thinks he glassed up a set, but he couldn't relocate it after he met up with me, so he dropped in to try to figure that out. And this point right here is where these bulls were at this morning. We were way down there when we were glassing them. So I just got up in here. I saw 1 big 6, a bald bull, and I couldn't tell what it was. They moving over the hill. I'm pretty sure I just glassed up this morning. Right. So not positive. I'll flip the camera around here and see if we can close this glass. It's like right, I don't know, from this. You can't see it with this, but I'm pretty sure it's I was just right there when I glassed up that shed. And now I'm down here in the yellow flat. I think it's just right here to my right. So I'm 95% sure it's a shed. It's a shed. Ha! I don't know how big it is. Ooh, heavy 6, Brown Town. Look at that palmation. That's awesome. I'm gonna spend some time trying to match him up real quick. Get some ATLs. Well, this is our first shed trip of 2020. And from about 2-3 miles away, we glassed some bulls up on this ridge. 1 was for sure bald, and we thought 1 might have dropped while we were watching him. So we got in here, but I glassed this up from there at the top. Oh, it's actually heavier than I thought it'd be. Big old palmation. Freaking awesome. I love the palmation. He's trying to kick out a point here, trying to kick out a point there. Busted on his 5th, and his 3rd's way busted. His 3rd would probably be about that long. But it's pretty fresh. Still a bunch of blood on the base. But I'm stoked. This is the way to start 2020 right here. My biggest New Mexico shed for sure. And probably my 2nd largest elk shed of my life. So pretty stoked with that. But well, we're headed out. It looked like only 1, maybe 2 of the bulls in there had shed, so we didn't want to booger them too bad. We did bump a really big bald buck on the way out and followed his tracks down into a little basin. He'd been in there for a week, tracks everywhere, but Jim found that little teeny shed and that was it. So we're gonna head back to the truck, give him another week or so, come back up and hopefully we can glass him up from the highway again. And well, it's been a few days since I picked up that big brown 6. My dad came into town and we're gonna head up and try to match him up. Hopefully some of those other bulls that he was hanging out with have dropped by now, and we'll be able to pick up a few more as well. We found some easier access into the area where we're going. They have the roads posted, no trespassing, but it's a county maintained road, so I'm pretty sure they can't keep us from going on this road. So we tried calling the sheriff's office, the Forest Service. We ended up getting an answer from Fish and Game, and they said that we're good to go on that road. We just can't go off that road until we get into the forest. So yeah, we're gonna go in there. It shouldn't take us as long or be as hard to get into the spot where I found that shed, and I'm excited. I'm hoping I can match it up. I've never really matched a big set of brown elk sheds in my life, so let's hope we get lucky today, and we'll keep you updated. Well, the old man and I are after it. We're out hiking. There's bull sign everywhere. We went to go up that road that the Fish and Game gave us permission to go up, and they've got it gated on both ends with locks. So I don't know if that's the landowner overstepping his bounds, which is most likely because that's what happens a lot here in New Mexico, or I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. So we're coming in the back way. Hopefully we found the path of least resistance to get where we want to go, but there's bull sign everywhere along here. My buddy and Jim and I were in here a few days ago. We were walking the ridge tops up there, so we're just taking the bottom, try and get all the way around to where I found that shed, and get up into those flats, and hopefully we get lucky. Starting to snow pretty good now. Starting to stick a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't last too long and cover up the sheds, but we're gonna forge on and go forward. So much sign. I'm smelling elk really heavy right now. Lots of bull sign. You can really smell the musky elk smell. So they're probably here last night or this morning, but yeah, we'll just keep on after it. Bull poop like this everywhere, just strung out. It's crazy. I'm running into rubs like this, like every 20 yards, and there's just crap everywhere in this stuff, but you can kind of see what it looks like. It's just this scattered scrub oak and these ponderosas. So hopefully I get lucky. I ended up coming up the ridge. I was down on the bottom there. That's where I smelt that elk. Caught up with my dad. He saw a fresh rub from this morning or last night, and then another one up the ridge, and then I smelt it further up the ridge. So I just decided I was going to come up this ridge instead of going where we were going to go. But like, there's another rub right there. They're all over this place, man. I got to be getting close, man. I'm on a fresh bull track coming down this trail. This is fresh. That one down there is fresh. That one right there is fresh. There's got to be a shed in here somewhere. Quick update. My dad picked up something chalky. I don't know what it is. He's down this ridge from me. I just came from back there, and then I just bumped 2 bald bulls and a spike out of this patch of ponderosas here. So there's a ton of sign in all this stuff, but everything looks like a freaking horn. So it's kind of tough. But also just crossed a huge buck track, so it's a good chance I could pick up him too up here. So should be getting into it now. It's right there. That's where they were last week. I found my shit on the other side. Last week there was a small raghorn bull, a bald bull, and a big 6. And today there's 2 small raghorn bulls and 2 big bodied bald bulls. So I'm guessing that 350, 366 shed since last week, somewhere between where I'm at and the top of that ridge where we saw them. So they're just sitting here somewhere. Got a whole herd here too. 3 spikes and a bunch of cows. This is just back behind where I was sitting. So I'm gonna go up here and check in this little saddle. But seeing some elk, that's cool. It's been a while since I updated, but we didn't find anything on that ridge line, so we dropped off to come around this bottom end, get over where I found that shed last week, and I'm on the board. I'm pretty sure it's a deer shed, but we'll walk over there. So I was walking on this game trail, looked up, and saw that right there. So I'm pretty sure it's a deer shed. 2 fresh bull tracks coming right across his face too, right here. But deer shed. Definitely older, I think. Maybe not. I think it's a brownie. Heck yeah. No, it's not a brownie. It's last year's. Hard white. A little chewed up. But I'm on the board, at least. Well, I'm finally getting up here to where I found my shed last week. It was right over there. So I'm gonna go there, drop my pack, and I'm just gonna bomb all over in this oak brush and just really hit this stuff hard for 2 or 3 hours. Try and match him up. This real thick oak brush. Trying to find that match. I think I just found an old white. That is. Jeez. Tiny little guy. I'll take it. Pounding this oak. I just found this one right over there. Just coming up through here. That's right here, and what? It's like hard white from last year. It's freaking awesome. It's not the shed I came up here to find, but I will take it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a hard white, baby. Get some pictures and pick it up. Hard white, small 6. I'll take that for sure. That makes it worth the hike right there. 3 antlers in now. I got that 2-year-old deer horn and that real old elk. It's all chewed up, and now this. So hard white is awesome. I'll take it. Let's go find some more. Well, hard work, determination, not giving up, just paid the bills. Man, I'm so stoked. I just matched my bull up. Freaking amazing. I'll flip it around here and show you how it all went down. Last week I was up on these rocks right here, glass down into this meadow, and that's where I found my shed last week. So I've been going from there to that ridge, all the way to that ridge, back every 20 yards, zigzag, and just barely walked up to here. There's a bull's track from last week, and I was like, man, I know this is him. And boom, he's right there. I can't believe it. I just called my dad. He's on his way over, so we'll pick it up here in a minute. But definitely the match. I'm so freaking stoked right now. So stoked. Well, I'm so stoked right now. This is the first big set of brown elk sheds I've ever found. I found big singles. I've found big white sets and small brown sets, but never a big brown set. So I'm pretty stoked right now just to get my hands on this thing. Oh man, can't wait to get them back together at home. This bull's not as broke. The other one broke most of its 5th and most of its 3rd off. There's just a little teeny chip on his 3rd on this side, but that's so cool. About 10.5 miles in today. Got 4 sheds, and I just love how massive he is back here. This big old webbing. Hopefully you can hear me. It's windy, but pretty awesome. All right, so we're finally back home. Got them back together. Definitely a match set. I'm super stoked to finally pick up my first big brown set, but they're pretty fresh on the ground. But anyways, this is what they look like together. Pretty good bullies, probably 315 to 330, somewhere in that range. But he's a really young bull. His bases are really small. And so I think he's probably only a 3-year-old bull. And that back end right there, if he can make it through a couple hunting seasons, he's going to become a giant. So super stoked, super happy. Can't wait to get back out there again and get after it.